That's no one's going to be watching.
No, they're gonna pop in.
No.
Don't you
Someone
worry.
will watch it.
My wife might pop in. Last 2 episodes ago, she popped in when I was talking about Jaeger shots. And she said, "You better not take Jaeger shots."
Take a Jaeger shot.
Holy shit! So we're not really gonna take Jaeger shots.
No, we're not really going.
She's not hanging out with her grandma. So
There you go.
Bros on Nuggs!
What's your favorite part of North Carolina?
Well, I've only been to the greater Charlotte area.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to Davidson, which was all right. It's kind of pretty. There's a big lake over there. I don't know. I like the Noda district because it's kind of like Rhino.
Yeah.
It's an old industrial area that they've rebuilt.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of breweries and cool restaurants. There's a place there. Can
you get a charcuterie board there?
In Rhino?
Yeah.
I don't know. Last time I was there, no. But there's a place. There's a place in the district of Noda that it's a liquor store, but you walk next door and they're connected, and you can buy they straight up just make gourmet s'mores.
Mm. Oh man!
I have not had one of those, but I have seen them, and I go, that looks like something I should be eating. If you can't tell by my body figure, I love s'mores.
Who doesn't?
Timmy likes chocolate and graham crackers and marshmallow.
What makes the gourmet then?
They like what they do is they
Right.
crumble up.
Good
They take breadcrumbs, and they take graham cracker crumbles, and that's how they make their the
Cracker.
bread, the cracker, and they make homemade marshmallows. So it's not like your average Stay Puff.
Shellackness.
It's not your average Stay Puff that's like this big. It's one giant marshmallow, and then they smash it between those with a chocolate bar.
If this,
Go ahead.
Do they toast the marshmallow with a creme brulee?
No,
Flame?
what they do, they put it in a
like one of
panini
those.
press.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
So you have your bread and graham cracker crumble together. You have your bread and your crumble together.
Don't put your foot.
And then they put a
slide door.
marshmallow and chocolate on it, and they push it in a panini press.
that sounds delicious.
I have not had one. I haven't been there, but Rhino's awesome. There's 3 or 4 breweries, several up and coming restaurants. It's seems
North
pretty nice.
Carolina.
Yeah.
Well, North Carolina, come
Take
on and
your
raise
shirt
up.
off.
Take your
North
shirt off.
Carolina.
I'm about to go to the Outer
Sorry.
Banks,
And I'm jealous of that.
so I will see the Atlantic. I anticipate wrestling a shark at some point.
Kyle,
Wait, just on Stingray.
if I may ask
No.
Kyle a question real quick.
Yes, ask Kyle as many questions.
At
as you
the end of Ghostbusters, they ask, what's your greatest fear? And then that comes to life, and that's what they have to defeat. Kyle, what's yours?
Moths.
Yeah, me too. It really
want.
is.
These guys
It
killed
really
back in the day.
is.
They
We
massacred
shouldn't
them.
have done that.
No.
No, we shouldn't.
It's
have
really
done that.
funny to see Dave, you go something I remember when there was another a moth apocalypse, if you will, and Dave was living in his old house, and you'd open the garage and all these moths would fly, and
It was during a moth migration.
Dave would
It happens every
scream.
7 years.
Dave would scream like a little girl, and he would run off.
Yeah.
And I thought it was hilarious. So I'd be like, "Hey, Dave, let's go outside and drink this beer." And I'd just randomly open doors
Never.
on his garage, and
Yeah.
moths would
Yeah.
he'd scream.
It's terrifying.
The butterfly pavilion is horrible to take pictures.
Yeah. Because you don't like winged insects.
Those are moths. Those
Flying
are
at my head.
moths.
They're beautiful moths. I mean, it's the same concept. I mean, it's a little thingy that goes into a cocoon. Did you grow them? You went to Columbine, right? Did you go to Columbine?
Oh, jeez.
Did
Shall we not bring up
No.
Columbine?
But what I'm
Okay.
saying is in our youth, you grew caterpillars.
Don't be angry.
I'm sorry.
The caterpillars came and you did the whole thing, and then you released a bunch of monarch butterflies.
Wait, you went to Columbine?
No.
No, who
I
would?
went to Gateway, where all the hippies went, man, and the hot chicks.
Well, I was gonna say.
No,
he was
I-
Pretty sure the hottest
All the hot-
bro.
No.
Well, let's not get into this. Welcome to Bros on Nuggs. We have 2 special guests. We have Bradley Cobank
Bradley Colbert.
in the hizzy, and we've got
Flex up
Dr.
myself.
Professor
Yeah.
Kyle Lucas in the hizzy as well. So we're pumped up about our Bros on Nuggs. And I'm you get sushi tonight.
I do.
Do you have a favorite like sushi roll or anything sashimi? Are
Do you
you an
like the
octopus
spicy?
guy?
I do like octopus.
Do you? Okay.
You know, I just
You like
Octopi.
spicy?
Spicy tuna.
You like
Spicy, yeah, spicy tuna.
The plural of octopus is octopi.
Octopi.
I like sushi that's already spicy, and then you dip it in that soy sauce and the
Wasabi.
wasabi.
And the wasabi.
We just had some sashimi, actually.
We sure did. Yeah, just a little bit.
You missed that. You could have been there.
Wow.
Could have been there.
Give you that guilt trip, Brad?
Well, you didn't want to hang out with us yet.
You would have texted us sooner. You could have had that
No, I
sashimi.
was
We're happy that
texting.
Brad's here with us right now.
I tried to get him to meet
Guilt
us.
tripping.
That's what I do. I'm an asshole. I learned from the best.
Yeah.
And by I learned from the best, I learned from this guy.
Okay, I'm pretty good at it. The Nuggets, without Jamal Murray, have only lost 2 games. What do you guys
That was
think?
one.
That was 2.
2. Well, he got hurt.
He got hurt in one of them.
And they're both to the Warriors. I hate Oakland. That's what I think.
I want to hear what
What
Brad
an
has to
evil
say.
place.
I want to hear Brad and Kyle. I want to hear what they have to say. Kyle, you been watching these?
some, yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
in your busy schedule.
Yeah, I watched last night, some of it.
Oh, God. Bruno
Good
wasn't
for you.
Brad,
It's hard. I mean,
it's hard.
you're watching the game
That's
now.
what she said.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Jesus, Tim. All right, let's have Brett talk.
I mean, go
Come on.
Bros
Bros
on
on
Nugs
Nugs
is really easy. Okay.
I mean-
digressed.
Okay,
You're
go ahead,
watching the
Brett.
game now, and you're expecting like normally it's Jamal Murray bring the ball up, running the offense. Like maybe Jokic's on the bench, but now it's Will Barton doing it
Mm,
prior
yes.
to his injury, I guess.
Yes, yeah.
And it's
not
like
good.
it's like he's never dribbled a ball or played a point guard type role
He's
ever
not,
in his life.
yeah.
Mhm.
And without having that, and Faku's good on defense,
Yes.
but you don't want him running the offense. Monte's been banged up.
Yeah.
It's
We're in a
sad.
tricky spot, aren't we?
It's sad.
Sticky wicket.
We're in a sticky wicket. Yeah, you're right. Barton running a 1 is not ideal.
Yeah.
We deal with it because he's used to it. He's done it before for the Nuggets when the Nuggets have.
He's
Nah.
won championships. I mean, not Barton. I'm sorry. I was thinking Faku.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah. No, that's okay. But Faku is legit.
Different class.
I mean,
Please don't break that.
I'm just kidding.
All right.
Hypothetical.
Faku is
It's only a hypothetical.
Faku's legit, and he's found his 3-point range, as we talked about, but he's never going to be like a starting point guard in the league. Nor now with with Barton injured, we're really in some.
We need
We're
RJ
in.
back, man.
Are we going to trade Faku
No,
for
no, I'm not
RJ?
What I'm saying is we gave a lot to get Howard. Gordon. Thank you. I said Howard, but it was Gordon. Yeah.
Dwight Howard, that'd be cool.
No, I hate Dwight Howard. That dude's
Yeah.
a little bitch. He's a 6'11" little bitch.
Yeah,
I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him personally. I don't want to see him face
trying to
off.
tell. Look at Dwight Howard and be like, "You're a little bitch."
I'd be so afraid.
I'll let him hit me, and then I'd get up and be like, "You're a
So what
little
do you
bitch,"
think?
and
You're
you'll
a
look
little
for my
bitch.
lawyer in the morning. I forgot what I was saying.
Continue.
I don't even remember what I was going to try
Well,
to say.
I'm more curious. So if Dwight Howard walked in right now,
Yeah.
or you see him walking on the street, are you going to be like, "Hey, Dwight Howard, you're a little bitch," or are you going to be like, "Oh my God, Dwight
Well,
Howard"?
what? Hold on, time out. What side of the street am I on? And what side of the street is he on?
You gotta walk
On the same side.
Yeah,
Are you
yelling
yeah,
at
you
him
gotta
from
walk-
across
Like
the
across the street, you little bitch feels different.
And then
than
you
being like,
run, except you
I
can't
mean, yeah,
run,
you
so-
can't.
I honestly cannot run. Like I have not been cleared to run,
Yeah.
so I can't run from him. So do I call Dwight Howard a little bitch if I see him in person?
No.
You know what? You know what?
The answer is no.
Time out. You want to hear my answer? My answer is yes. You want to know why? Because if he touches me,
Lawsuit.
Lawsuit.
That's assault, brother.
if he comes up and he punches me in the face for calling him a little bitch, you know what that is? That's a lawsuit.
That's
It is.
assault, brother.
And you know what that is? That's me living the American dream as a white male. White male.
Who's never had to overcome anything.
White male. I don't have to overcome
anything.
anything. I don't have to overcome anything. My thing is, it's okay that dude just punched me in the face for me calling him a
Hold
little
on,
bitch.
hold on. You were just talking about the mean streets of Woodland Park and how you.
Well, you know what? First off, I grew up on the mean streets of Florissant.
Right.
So,
That is should be
I mean,
County roads.
time
I don't know
out.
if we call them
Pump your
streets.
brakes. between Woodland Park and Florissant, the fact that I made it out alive is like a glorious moment in my it's glorious.
Well, it's
like,
hard because there's a lot of cattle.
To get out of there, like first off, cattle, and then you have the rednecks, and then you have you have the potheads and the meth, and like the fact that I got out of there and went on and I got a college education. Do I use it? I probably not. But that's okay. But I got out of there. What am I talking about?
Who really uses their college education?
Not a lot. This
Kyle.
This guy.
Brad. Will.
I mean, I run a summer camp.
So maybe it's just us who don't use our.
Legitimately, the majority of people who get a college degree don't end up working in that field at all.
That's a stat. Where'd you get that?
It's like a legit stat. Like you can look it up in
Google.
lots of places.
Forbes.
Forbes has it.
Forbes.
Reuters. Check out Reuters, guys. Kyle,
please don't say guests coming on.
Kyle.
Let's get back to the Nuggets. Huh?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. All right. Well, the Nuggets have performed admirably without Jamal Murray, which is where I was trying to take this.
Mm-hmm.
How long can we ride this without Jamal? Because obviously last night is kind of an indicator of the future, in my opinion. What do you guys think?
We're gonna go with Brad.
I mean,
Brad.
I think it's a
His
little
bicep
different.
looks huge on camera. So.
It really does.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. But no, I think it's a little different. I think we always play bad against the Warriors.
Yeah,
Dude.
it's a bad place for
So,
us. Yeah,
I think that you got to give an asterisk, if you will. But if you think about it, we're still a playoff team. We're still better than that kind of bottom half. I don't think now we're going to beat the Clippers or Lakers
right.
or Jazz. I think we play well, but I think that's maybe where we kind of draw the line, where we maybe stop now. But I don't think we're doomed.
I don't think we're doomed either. I'm with you, Bradley, but it is tougher now. And I don't know. I've been looking at numbers. We have 13 games left, my friends. 13 games left. That's it.
Damn.
If we go 8-5, we can't slip beyond the 6 seed. So if we go 8-5, we can't get into those playing games. You know what I mean? Which is really what's
from sealing that, aren't we?
Yeah, it's kind of doomsday. If you get into playing games, you don't want to be there, right? So 8-5, these last 13, which I think we can do. If you look at the schedule, it kind of lines up that way for us a little bit. But if you want to hold on to the you okay?
It's okay.
If you want to hold on to the 4 seed,
Shimi's fighting back.
do you want to hold on to the 4 seed? Do you want to play the Lakers?
No.
Because if you want to hold on to the 4 seed, you have to finish 10-3 the last 13 games.
Well, but that's not necessarily the case because you got to realize who
when there are other teams, I'm just
losing
saying.
and winning.
Worst
below
case
you.
scenario. Worst case scenario.
I think what's going to happen is that we might fall to the 5.
We're still playing the fucking.
And the
We're
Lakers.
still playing the fucking Lakers.
Well, the thing is, a lot
Do we
has
really have to?
A lot has to happen. We're 3 games ahead of the Lakers right now, and we're 4 games behind the Clippers. We're going to meet up with the Lakers, and we're going to find out who the NBA loves. And by we're going to find out,
We already know.
we already know. And it is these 2 guys right here. If you're listening to the podcast, it's Kyle Lucas and Bradley Colbank I'm pointing at. They love Sir LeBron James, and that's who the NBA is going to make sure gets out of the first round. They don't care about the fact that Jokic is putting up one of the greatest seasons ever for a center. They don't care about that.
Just ever.
Ever. For the statistics he's putting up, they're going to pass other centers that everybody looks up to. And the fact that the first round of the playoffs are going to come around and we're going to play the Pawns, because I can't say that word. I'm sorry. I hate them. It goes back to Kobe Bryant.
The Minnesota Pawns.
The Minnesota Pawns. And now they're Timberwolves, and that's a pretty sweet logo. I mean, good for them. Good for Minnesota to overcome.
That's pretty good.
Good. They persevered and they brought back an NBA team, so I'm proud of them. But at the same time, screw the Pawns. I'm over it. Great. LeBron's I'm going to go play in LA. He found out what the Western Conference really was about.
Yeah.
The Western Conference was about playing from game 1 to game 82. And he was like, I'm going to turn on my playoff skills. And, like, he turned them on his first year, and, like, they didn't make the playoffs. And so he brings in Anthony Davis. It just shows me, like, I'm sorry. I hate the Lakers. I'm sorry. This has nothing to do with LeBron. I hate the Lakers. I hate the fucking Lakers. Like,
Yeah.
They buy championships. And I'm all about, like, I hated the Spurs back in the day, but at least, like, they created small market. They created a championship. Like, they brought in, like, they drafted and they did it right, and they created a championship team, and they won. Tim Duncan has just as many championships as Kobe Bryant does, and that's a beautiful thing. And the Lakers just buy championships, and the NBA likes what the Lakers do because it brings them money. And I think it's sad because a good Nuggets team who could persevere and could beat the Lakers in the first round in a fair match,
they're not going to let it happen.
The NBA is not going to let it happen. I talked way too long. Sorry.
No,
okay.
You're good. I hear you. I think we're all worried and afraid that we're going to play the Lakers because our bias in how we have been Nuggets fans for so long creates this persona or our image of that we are pretty sure that if we play the Lakers, we're not gonna win. So I hear that, and I don't want to play them either. And I'm pretty sure that's a foregone conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to look at the positives of all this, right? Like, it sucks that we lost Jamal Murray because when we got Gordon and we made all these trades, if we were to rewind about 2-3 weeks ago, we were super excited about where we could go because we felt like we could beat anybody based off of the trades we made with Jamal Murray. And, we're keeping our head above water right now. I don't ever want to go back to Oakland again.
No, what a terrible place.
What a terrible, terrible place right now. But
unless you like fog, and moisture.
And
there's a dense fog here.
I'm trying to look at the bigger picture with all of this, and hopefully,
the airport was
as hard as this is probably going to be. If we don't play the Lakers, we're still going to be playing a good team, and we could still win because we have the MVP. Who knows? Who knows what the playoff picture is going to look like with us? And maybe we get Monte back, and maybe we get Barton back during the playoffs, and maybe we win the first round. We're better than a first round team. I think we all know that. We should be potentially in the Western Conference Finals if we had all our pieces together. But maybe MPJ and some other pieces can grow from this. And again, we'll just take it a day at a time, like Jokic is.
I don't like MPJ.
Day at a time, man.
No, I do.
We'll just take it a day at a time, and who knows? I mean, obviously the media and everybody else is counting the Nuggets out because of all the injuries, and
it's hard not to.
It's hard not to. But hopefully we can
just close the door, dude.
Hopefully we can move on and be better next year. And I know that's with understanding that Jamal probably won't be back till All-Star break next year. But
I mean,
day at a time.
Is the play-in really that bad for us? Because we're better than the Spurs.
It's extra energy that you don't want to have to do that.
Let's say you do that. You avoid the Lakers. Maybe you get the Clippers, who we actually play decent against. They don't like us.
Yeah. How many games
last year?
13.
13.
So you'd have to go like 4-9
to
fall that far.
Well,
it's unlikely.
At 8-5, if we finish 8-5, we cannot slip below 6.
The lowest we go is 6, probably.
Probably. We could slip. We'd have to lose.
I don't see that. But yeah, I know what you're saying hypothetically. If we did it, if that happened, would it be the worst thing?
Continue.
But the Suns, I think they're a regular season team. I don't think they're going to be a player.
I'm not worried about the Suns.
And the Jazz, if we somehow got the 8th seed, I think we could take the Jazz as well. I think the Lakers, it's kind of like the saying when you don't fear the Yankees, fear like the pinstripes.
Right.
Like it's just the idea of the pawns, I should say.
Yeah.
Is it's kind of overwhelming for us at times, and I think that's
with our market and
I
everything.
think we are kind of a better team than the Lakers.
Oh, for sure.
I don't think they're that great outside of LeBron and AD, and that's it. So I don't think it's a foregone conclusion we lose to them. I think the NBA would be pissed if we upset the Lakers
Right.
first round, but we could still do it.
You're giving us hope, Bradley.
That's all you need.
That's
That's why I've always loved Brad, man. He's a positive
that
guy.
is that is super positive.
He always just brings the positivity.
Kyle Lucas, 2
I don't
nights
think the refs will
ago.
let you do that.
No, they won't.
No,
They won't.
No, the
but-
NBA has too much in their pockets.
Kyle Lucas, 2 nights ago, I was watching on
Kyle,
NBA.
you didn't say it right.
Kyle,
Yeah, good luck, man.
Doctor,
I hope everything comes out okay.
I think it'll be all right.
Dr. Kyle Lucas.
Doctor,
He's being humbled right now, I assume, but like, he's like, what happened?
No.
2 nights ago, I was watching
The Indians
Allen
play-
Iverson. Stop,
Sorry.
Allen Iverson scored 50 his rookie year. Who did he score against? The Cavs. Okay. All right. So he scored it against the Cavs. The Cavs won the game.
But he crossed over.
Neither team was good. Like, both their records were like 13, 16, and like 30 something. Like, it was not good. Can you name one Cavalier from the 1997 Cavalier team?
Robert Tractor Trailer.
No.
No.
Larry Nance.
No.
Bob Sura.
Yes, Bobby Sura. Yeah, dude. Nice work, man. Yeah, I was watching that and I was like, oh, Bobby Sura. There he is. Look at him with his blonde hair just drenched in sweat. And somehow it like the way it was drenched in sweat, it was like a Jason Williams. Like it came down in like different like chords of, but it wasn't like,
Did he wear a headband?
no, they didn't wear a headband. They should have. Bobby Sura
It
and
was just the
Jason
way
Williams.
he parted his hair.
It wasn't a part. It was just the sweat. Like it compiled the hair into like small little, yeah. And I was like, that's Bobby Sura, man. It was Bobby Sura, dude. How'd you know that? That's
He's from
amazing.
Ohio.
Yeah. Yeah. Bobby
He's from
Sura
Ohio.
played well that game.
He's not your
And-
average Ohio fan. Like,
What
we
really
give him a lot of shit.
What really upset me watching that game, Iverson went for 50, and everyone on the court, even the Cavs, all of them were pumped, even though the Cavs were going to win the game. It was a weird, like, the NBA was weird back in the late 90s.
I saw some stat earlier this year about 40-point games and how they've blown up exponentially over the years, and that never used to happen, to your point. 50 points in a game. Everybody was going nuts.
He'd scored 40. Allen Iverson had scored 40 in 4 straight games. That
It's
was
average.
what the big.
It's average now.
If you're a Steph Curry fan.
Well, no, but Steph Curry changed the length of the Steph Curry made it okay to shoot deep threes.
Yeah.
And by okay, he changed the game in the fact that that dude grew up in
Look at the one he
NBA.
shot last night, and then he was complaining to the refs that he got.
Yeah. That he got fouled.
What's
He was
ridiculous?
pissed off.
What's ridiculous is he'll shoot a 35-foot three-pointer and kick his leg out,
Right.
and they'll give him a 4-point play, and you're like, legitimately, the last time down the field, you hugged a guy and we didn't call the foul.
Yeah.
It's the NBA officials. Don't even get me started on NBA officials.
But the NBA is different now, though.
No, the thing is Steph Curry changed. In my opinion, Steph Curry changed the game when it comes to shooting from long distance. Like there was a statistic they put up. There was a statistic they put up two games ago against the Nuggets, or the last game when Jamal went out. There was a statistic where there was like the amount of people who shot 12 3-pointers in a game was like 0 when Curry came into the game, and now like every single NBA team player, every single team in the NBA at least has one player who shot 12 3-pointers in a game. So that man, as much as I hate him, in which he was a Nugget, that dude changed the game at some point.
Well, isn't it also the evolution of like the power forward and the stretch
Well,
forward?
yeah.
You know, Kevin Love
spread things out.
Jokic like spreads
Just
things out. I mean,
basketball,
it's the same thing. Yeah.
I mean, it's also twofold. Like, people are shooting more threes, which is well known, but the game is also a little softer. That people are going to the free throw line more, which slows the game, creates possessions. Yeah, except for Jokic. So if the game's slower, there's more possessions. There's more opportunities to shoot a three or just shoot in general.
Mm-hmm.
So people are going to score more.
Mm-hmm.
So scoring's always up. That's what they want.
They do want it. Yeah.
Well, and the other thing I was thinking last night when Curry shot that 35-footer or whatever, if he's got numbers down there, there's a good chance you're going to get an offensive rebound anyway. Yeah. So he might as well put up a 35-foot pointer, even if he's 20%.
Yeah, because someone's going to get in and get a putback.
Yeah. Isn't that weird to think about? Because the way we were taught basketball was you got to control the ball
and the easiest shot.
Wait for everyone to
run your offense.
Yeah, but it is strange. Like you can get an offensive board off of a long three, which is actually more likely than a defensive board off of a long three. So it is weird. Yeah.
Analytics, man.
The game has changed.
I mean, the freaking Matrix, dude. You guys pumped for the new Matrix?
No.
Shut up.
I thought Leo died.
No one's talked about it.
I thought Leo died.
Yeah, it's coming out soon.
Yeah. Didn't Leo die at the end of the last Matrix?
No. You can't.
And now he's going to be like a lead character again? I mean, like, come on, dude. That dude was fucking dead.
What? Freaking dead?
Freaking.
Well,
there are children who listen to us, so I did not use
Just say shut up, Dave.
No, I want to hear what he has to say. I'm
just pumped for the new Matrix, man.
That's great.
That's all I'm saying. You got definitely
is
Lawrence Fishburne, is he in it?
Is he in it? Yeah.
Yes, Lawrence Fishburne's in it.
Is the chick in it?
Yes, she's in it as well.
Now, most importantly,
yes, Keanu's in it.
Keanu Reeves is in it.
They're all in it.
Keanu's in it?
Yes, they're all in it. Does that not make you
the Wachowski brothers?
Does that not make you somewhat excited?
Have you watched any of Keanu Reeves' movies, like when they kill his dog and he comes out?
John
Wick. Those were awesome movies.
They're very good movies.
Yeah. I like Keanu, man.
Yeah, so he's in it. So is anyone else gonna be mad at me about this?
Did you watch the newest Bill and Ted?
Yes, of course. It was awesome.
How was it?
It was really good.
Like a scale from
Kyle
1 to 10.
It was really good.
Was it?
Yeah, you should watch it.
Was it really good?
Was there a hologram of George Carlin in there somewhere?
Yes, actually.
Was there?
Yeah.
There was?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kyle's in on it now.
Yeah. No, it's definitely worth the watch. Why are you guys hating on the Matrix? What happened here? I thought the Matrix was a cool thing. Am I that old? Bradley?
No, I just said about analytics. You're like, you watched the Matrix?
Yeah.
Because I made a comment about analytics.
Yeah, because the Matrix.
Matrix, bro. I'm like, okay, go for
it. All right, fine. You guys don't want to see the new Matrix? That's cool.
I don't want to pay for it.
That's not what we said, bro.
Kyle. No, that's what you guys all said, obviously. Except Kyle, who's watching it with me at some point. Okay, never mind. If we go 8-5, we can't go beyond the 6th seed. If we go 10-3, we can't go beyond the 4th seed. Where do we end up in this whole playoff race? Anyone?
Well, so let me ask a question then.
Okay.
What is it going to take? What is it going to take to go 8-5 and then actually beat the Lakers?
Jokic will have to just go off, and MPJ will have to go off, and you know what? Paul Millsap will have to contribute.
Paul Millsap's playing great against the second unit.
Not last night. It was
last night was rough.
He looked awful.
The NBA loves them some Warriors. The NBA loves the Warriors.
They do really like the Warriors.
They love the Warriors. Steph Curry legitimately hugged. Who was it? It was
Dozier.
I think it was Dozier. He legitimately hugged Dozier while Dozier went up for a layup. Dozier missed the layup, and no foul call. But legitimately. It was a layup, and Steph Curry hugged him. And the NBA was like, hey, you know what? Boop, no whistle. We love Steph Curry.
No boop.
To Kyle's point that maybe he's trying to make.
Kyle has no points.
But I'm not sure. But
I do have a point.
He probably has a lot of good points.
Actually, he probably has more points than all of us.
Yes.
But
I agree.
So what I think Kyle might have been alluding to
He's a doctor.
is we've become infatuated with our team. Like, we didn't have all these dudes. We didn't have Gordon. We didn't have these guys. And we always thought that we could compete. When we got Paul, do you guys remember a time when we got Paul Millsap and we were like, oh, yeah, Western Conference Finals, dude. We're making it. And we've become the worst of our own selves. We've become the worst of who we don't like, which is they have a plethora of options. And Barton's injured. I get it. And Morris is injured. I get it. And we all know Monte's out for the season. But that's not.
Monte's not out for the season.
No, sorry.
Monte
Jamal.
will be back.
Jamal's out for the season.
Monte
What I'm trying to say is we've become accustomed now in the last 2 months to thinking that we were a championship-bound team. We need to go back to the mindset that, like, we actually have pieces to help us out, and maybe we can do it, dude. Maybe we can do it. That has nothing to do with what Kyle was saying, but I'm just saying.
Kyle has a point. Let me say what I want to say.
I thought it was a good transition.
I hear what you're saying. Though.
Yeah,
No,
thank you. Yeah.
You know,
Millsap is not the same player, though.
Yeah.
Not at all.
No, not only
Please.
that, but
Okay, never mind.
But-
Kyle
but-
wasn't saying that.
But he does need to step up.
He's got to. Yeah, he has to be. He has to be Paul Millsap.
Aaron Gordon changed the dynamics of the Nuggets for the better. Unfortunately, we lost Jamal.
Yeah.
And the thing is we have to be better than the fact that we lost Jamal. I get it. I get this was quietly becoming Jamal's greatest season.
It was.
But there was a point there where Jamal was doing jack shit, and we were still winning.
Well,
And-
So he was out.
But Jokic needs to step up more offensively. And it's not about Jokic getting his assists or his offensive rebounds. It's about Jokic wanting to actually be – like, I get it. Jokic has said, I don't want to win an MVP. I want to win a championship. I want the ring. And that's awesome. That's fucking awesome. There are other players in the NBA being like, I deserve the NBA MVP, yada, 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 whatever you want to say. But the fact is Jokic in Jamal's absence needs to stop lollygagging. That's right. He lollygags onto the court. He lollygags off the court.
Makes him a
lollygagger. He starts off slow. And by in my eyes, like he starts off slow is he looks to get his teammates going, which I understand. Like that's an important thing when you're the point guard or the point center or whatever it is. But when one of your best players goes down for the season, it's time to nut up or shut up. And so I would like to see Jokic scoring a lot more points, a lot more. I would like to see Jokic scoring a lot more points, and I would like to see him attacking earlier than what he usually does, which kind of changes his game a smidgen. But Jamal's out for the season. You're not going to get his clutch minutes. So, like, you can't withstand Jokic scoring 6 points in the first quarter. You need Jokic to score 10 points in the first quarter. You need Jokic, like Marlo said a couple of weeks ago, you need 10% from everybody else. I want to see 20% from Jokic because if he's legitimately the MVP and he's like the guy everybody else in the NBA looks up to, that man is going to take this moment, which is a lot of stress, and he's going to take it and he's going to enjoy it and he's going to score more points early on. But like I feel like Jokic is still trying to play the I love Jokic, but he tries to delegate too much too early anymore. And like you've lost one of your guys who scores 26 points a game, so you need him to be deadly. You need him to attack.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's who Jokic is. You know what I mean? Like he's never gonna be. I mean, he can.
He needs to be.
Yeah.
For the Nuggets to end up the 4th seed, he needs to be that man. He needs to be the man that scores 45.
He needs to drop 40 a night like Curtis doing.
He needs to score 40. He needs to score 50 points a night. If you legitimately, not just to win the MVP, which he is the MVP of the league because that man has played more games than anybody else who's like in the MVP conversation. He deserves it, but like legitimately, like if he really wants to win a ring, that man needs to be unstoppable night in and night out. He needs to like attack early on. Like I get that's not his game, but like you have to adapt to the players around you. And when the players around you are falling apart by injury, and like you're bringing new people in to take over for them, like that 10% for Jokic, if he's the MVP, it needs to be 20%, not 10%. My thought.
So to clarify, it's 10-3 to get the 4th seed, right?
Yeah, if we finish 10-3, we are guaranteed the 4th seed. Yeah.
We're gonna be the 4th seed because the 10-3 indicates that the Lakers win out, right?
That is winning out for everyone else. Yeah, that's just our number.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, which is of course
Not gonna
unrealistic. Yeah, we're gonna end up being that 4th seed. So then it comes to like once we're in the playoffs, who does step up? I think Gordon at times is a little underwhelming.
He has been.
He went from someone who got handled the ball a ton in Orlando. Then he came to Denver, and when we had Murray, he kind of took a back seat, rightfully so. Now he kind of needs to come up that next level.
Yeah. So you're saying he might be a piece.
Yeah.
To moving on.
He's the key.
Yeah. I think he needs to kind of hit shots first of all. I feel whenever I see him shoot a 3.
Hold your breath.
He's not shooting the 3 at his percentage with Orlando, which is frustrating. When he shot with Orlando, he was like a 37% 3-point shooter. With the Nuggets, he's shooting 20s. Yeah, exactly.
But I think he's our missing piece. Like when we beat the Clippers, Grant played lights out on offense. He was making buckets, and it took pressure away from Jamal Jokic. That's what we need, and
really good point.
That's the role he filled. So he basically has to do that night in, night out.
It's a really good point. I'd rather have Gordon.
At least in playoff time.
Yeah, playoff time. Right now, figure it out.
Yeah, I'd rather have Gordon in that position than Grant, honestly.
Yeah.
At least decision making wise, because Grant got in his own head. It was go time for me to score.
I think what to Brad's point is we need to get him more paint touches, and we need to get Facu in the paint more too.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get the guys that are our auxiliary players easier scoring opportunities.
One of the things that I was thinking that made him successful when Murray, the past couple of months, when they would stagger, when Jokic would sit, and then Murray would stay in the game.
Yeah.
And he would be the threat. And now they don't have that.
Correct.
When Jokic sits down. And to your point, maybe that's Gordon. Maybe you stagger that way, or maybe you stagger with Porter.
Yeah.
Right? But
probably more Porter because Porter's a bucket.
Right.
That's a really interesting point because halfway through the season, 538 did an article on how NBA teams staggered their 2 stars. And you're exactly right. We would stagger. We would never leave the second team alone. It was with either Jokic or either Murray.
Yeah.
And now we don't have that option.
Yeah, and I know last night, I don't watch every game, as you know, but last night was somewhat of an anomaly. But the second team did not look good.
Yeah, I don't think it's an anomaly now. If you'd asked me 2 weeks ago, that's an anomaly. But now it's a pattern. It's a pattern of behavior. But the problem is it's freaking Golden State.
Right.
That's and Steph Curry's been on a run. And we were actually doing fine until he went off in the second half. I love Steph Curry from a respect for a baller standpoint, but I don't like playing in Golden State. Do you guys think we can sing him to sleep?
No.
All right, I need to ask you guys a random question.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was important. So
This was important.
Miller and Worm and my brother a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Kind of start a fire.
Yeah, and so
Sorry.
I saw recently, so it was a few months ago, Chris Bosh is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Can I get your thoughts on that?
Not a fan. Yeah.
Close.
He was good at what he does. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
How is that guy a Hall of Famer?
Well, he won championships.
He won championships with LeBron James.
Yeah,
which makes
he's
him
a Hall of Famer because you rode LeBron's coattails.
I mean,
there's going to be a lot of Hall of
Kyle.
Famers who rode LeBron's coattails.
I don't think he is.
He's not a Hall of Famer. He's not a Hall of Famer, man.
Yeah, I'd agree, Kyle.
I don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
I don't think he is either. But in the NBA Hall of Fame is different from that of like the MLB.
Right.
Where
Well,
MLB, it seems way too difficult to get into the Hall of Fame. I think
Yeah,
this
how
year,
is Todd Helton?
I feel this year there isn't. I'm pretty sure there
Well,
isn't
he
of
cheated
anyone.
at some point.
But the NBA, it's kind of if you win a championship, like you're jump up in status.
Yeah.
And he won 2, I think, in Miami.
It was 2 in Miami. Yeah.
And he had a great career
Not
with
1,
Yeah.
not 2, not 3,
It was 2.
not 4, not 5, not 6.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
But with Bosch,
Brad.
like you have to like. There's
Quote
that.
LeBron.
There's the
LeBron.
emotional
Okay.
aspect that his career got cut short
True.
because of like I think it was his heart.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that
Was
plays
really
a
his
part.
heart?
That
Yeah.
yeah.
It was.
Doctors were like, you could die.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same with
That's pretty much what they said.
Same with LaMarcus Street. Does that stop a true champion?
Same with LaMarcus Aldridge, who signed with the Nets. He
Yeah,
was
they're like,
you
by
by the way, the
you got a
Nets have
heart
signed
arrhythmia.
every All-Star ever. But yeah,
You got a heart
LaMarcus Aldridge
arrhythmia.
was like, no, I can't do it.
But I think that helps his Hall of Fame aspect is
The fact that he almost
well,
died.
what could have happened, like he was a champion, his career got
He
short,
still
like
put up 16 points and 8 rebounds
Yeah.
and get in the Hall of Fame somehow.
I don't know. I agree with you. I don't
Name
think
a
he is.
Cav who put up 16 points and 8 rebounds per game.
Brad Doherty.
Yeah.
Is he in the Hall of Fame?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, does he have a ring?
He does not deserve the Hall of Fame.
No, I want to know. Like, I'm curious.
Yeah, we got 2 viewers right now.
So
2
Hey,
viewers.
is Mark
saying-
Price in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I think he is.
Mark
Actually.
Wright, is he?
Yeah, what about Antonio
No, I
Price,
think-
man?
I
I mean, that dude belongs in the fame.
No,
No.
he averaged just 16 and 8.
No, he does
But
not.
But
It's
he
like saying
has.
Steve Kerr's in the Hall of Fame.
16 and 8. That's
What did
he
you do in
averaged.
college, man? The good things in college.
Alabama, man. I don't know.
Well, hey,
Alabama.
you can do a
To
lot
your
of things in
point, it's
Alabama.
not the NBA Hall of
It's not
Fame.
the
It's
NBA
the
Hall.
basketball Hall
It's
of
the
Fame.
basketball Hall of Fame.
It's not.
They
so you could be in
include your
college.
college career.
It's all inclusive.
You know,
So you
Chris
could-
Bosh come out early though.
I don't know, man. That dude looked like Predator back in the day.
Yeah, he did. He did look like the Predator.
He did have a
The
pretty
Raptors
funny
were the-
No, that-
Starsman.
Exactly.
that
It was
dude-
true.
That dude knew what
Commercial.
he was doing, and by what he knew what he was doing is LeBron James and Dwayne Wade teamed together, and they're like, "Who do we need? We need Chris Bosh. That dude will just shut up and nut up, and let's call him, see what he wants." And they brought him in. And
Okay.
that's how you got the original Big Three, and that's why I hate the NBA.
I'm an inclusive
It's
human
frustrating.
being, so
No,
I don't mind Chris Bosh being in the Hall of Fame.
I do.
But let's let some Nuggets in,
What
please.
about Scott
Let's
Hastings?
let
Man?
some-
Scott Hastings deserves to be in
Let's
the
let
Hall
some
of Fame.
Nuggets. If you're gonna let Chris Bosh in, let's let some Nuggets in, man.
Dave Thomas.
Let's let.
Is that Lieber in the Hall of Fame?
No,
No.
Will Chauncey count?
Yes.
he counts.
Chauncey
Always.
played for
Are
us
you kidding me?
twice.
He counts.
I was so pumped. I remember watching Chauncey Billups play for the Buffs.
Yeah,
being like, "Come on, Nuggets! Come on, Nuggets!" And he went to Boston, and I was like, "Fuck! How the hell did the Nuggets let this dude from Denver go to?"
Well, he wasn't. He was not yet ready for that.
No, but the thing is he came back to us, and then
He
we.
came back.
Well, the thing is
Yes.
we accepted
Yes.
him, and then we said,
Like the land before
Yeah.
time,
but the thing is we said, "Fuck you."
or the never-ending
We
story.
said, "Fuck you."
Fuck you.
And he went off, and he went on to win a championship with Boston, and then not Boston, with Detroit, and then finally we're like, "Hey, you know what, Chauncey, come home, come back to us,
Chauncey, come home.
Chauncey,
Like Homeward Bound.
lie down, Chauncey, lie down." He's not dead.
I love it.
He just doesn't want to listen to the bitch anymore. You know, Homeward Bound and Dr.
That's
Doolittle,
Dr.
they all
Doolittle.
come together. at that point. Chauncey Billups, man.
Let's get done.
What am I talking about?
I know what
I'm
he's talking about.
fucking Chauncey Billups.
I
I
hear
get
you,
it.
bro.
I get it. Yeah.
I
Nuggets
hear you, too.
should sign Chauncey Billups right now.
To a 10-day contract.
10-day contract. Bring Chauncey in. What's Chauncey going to do? He can't do shit on defense. Nobody in the NBA plays defense anyways. That's a lost cause.
I love it.
Just let that man shoot threes and dribble the basketball, and it'll be a beautiful thing. The Thrill from Park Hill.
Didn't he play in the the horse competition? Like,
Yes,
we had no sports going
Yes, he
on.
did. Yes, he did.
He didn't win. Like,
No.
do we
Well,
want him to come back?
No, that's ESPN. That was ESPN being like, no, we're not gonna let Chauncey.
You win.
I would like to play in a horse competition where I don't feel like I have to win. Because every time I play horse, I feel like I have to win.
Oh yeah, he didn't care.
Well, Dave, you have that like shot where you go.
I do.
Pop it off your elbow.
I have my finishing
And
shot.
that's like the one shot you can't do. And like back in the day, you're like, Tim, you can't dunk. And I was like, well, Dave, you can't do this. And you're like, well, then I can do that, but you can't dunk. And I wish we could go back to those days when I could dunk and we could like relive that moment.
I'd still beat you at horse.
No, you wouldn't. I would dunk every single time.
This is hilarious.
I would dunk every single time.
No, I can dunk.
He can't dunk. You can do a layup. I feel.
No, dunks are dunks, bro. I will lower the rim for you.
Dunks are
Okay,
dunks, bro.
that's fine.
Dunks are dunks, bro.
Dunks, bro.
Dunks are
You
dunks,
have
bro.
to dunk.
Layups
Dunks are
are
I'm
layups.
7'10", and I'm
means
going to
they're
dunk
free
in
kick,
horse,
bro.
but the 6-foot guy can't.
Dunks are dunks.
It's your
not
fault
fair.
if you're 6 foot and you can't dunk, man.
You're right. You're right. That's, man, hey, it's survival of the fittest. Sometimes you just got.
I still think to this day, right here, right now, Nuggs signed Vince Carter.
That was a huge mistake, man.
We could have drafted Vince Carter.
Not
No,
drafting him.
I'm saying we signed him now.
Oh,
And he's
okay.
45 years old or 43. I don't give a shit what he is. He can still dunk and shoot a three.
He was good the last few. Who did he play for? Atlanta or something?
Atlanta, yeah.
Everybody.
I was so,
He played for like 8 teams.
Rats
I was so
everywhere.
pissed when we didn't draft him. Was that the draft we drafted Skeetishvili? Oh,
Rafe LaFrance.
Rafe LaFrance. Oh, that was still a waste of a draft pick. Oh.
You didn't like Fear?
No, I did not like Rafe LaFrance. I didn't like Skeetishvili. We could have had Paul Pierce at one point. But now we're not talking about the past.
Sounds like a Browns fan. We could have had this.
I
We
know,
could have
yeah.
drafted this. We could.
Well, last
Sounds
time
like
I
a
saw you
Browns fan.
virtually. Last time I saw you
Are
virtually.
you excited about Baker Mayfield signing an extension?
I would be.
I mean,
I
we're
would
not
be.
going to get anything better than him. And he's
No.
You're right. You're not going to get.
I
Trust
would
me,
trade
as
him.
a Broncos fan, I get it. You're not going to get. But that sucks because Baker Mayfield is not that good.
He's good.
So
enough,
you're not
man.
going to get
He's good
anything
enough.
better than Baker Mayfield.
Are we
that
going to get
sucks.
anything better than Baker Mayfield?
No, but that's what
No.
sucks about the quarterback
We have
position.
fucking Drew Lock. Drew Lock.
Justin
No.
It's Justin Fields.
Justin Fields.
Did you watch his
He's
like?
not
did
gonna-
you watch his workout where he was?
He's not
tossing
going to be a good NFL player.
Oh, neither
he's
is
a
Baker
light
Mayfield.
No, we want Trey Vance.
He'll be Baker.
By
will be
we,
better than
I do.
Justin
No,
Fields.
it's on
Do you think Baker will be?
That was Trey
Well,
Vance.
no, I don't know.
Yeah.
You're
How
talking
dare
about
you?
your-
He's
How
an
dare
Ohio
you?
State guy. He's an Ohio State guy.
Thank you for coming.
Wow.
Wow. Shit. I want Trey
Feels
Lance.
like you're conflicted here.
Thank you.
All right, I got a question.
Ohio State quarterbacks do not do well.
No,
in the
facts.
No, that's
Oh, come on. There's got to be one.
NFL.
No.
Look,
Name
look
one.
at all the past recent ones.
Haskins, Troy. What was that guy's name? I don't remember his name.
Troy
something.
Polamalu, no.
Craig Krenzel.
Hold on. There's got to be one. There's got to be one.
Okay, you look at it,
half.
they had
I'm good.
Cordell
You
Patterson,
feel good?
who was nothing.
Yeah,
in the
I'm
NFL.
like, that's not
They had
tight.
Haskins, who's been a
Pass
bust.
is not tight.
At this point.
To this point, who there was someone before Haskins
There you go.
who also was not
Terrell
good.
Pryor.
RJ Barrett.
Prior,
Barrett.
He ended up being a wide
Pryor's
receiver.
Yeah.
good, though.
No, he ended up being a wide receiver.
yeah, they moved him. Yeah,
I ended up
The
doing
big
much.
dude, the Buffalo. Oh, that's who you just said.
Haskins.
Not Haskins.
no,
The guy that came in and won the national championship.
yeah, Cordell Patterson.
No, that's not his name. That's a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, who the guy who
I know who you're
I
talking
know the
about.
guy because he went to like a hospital and was like playing.
If you
Madden.
guys are in Ohio State football, please tune
He
in.
was playing Madden against like these kids who like have like terminal disease.
Good. Did he beat him?
He beat them 73-0.
Yes.
He beat a dude.
That's
with terminal cancer.
competition.
And he's like,
I would
they
do
weren't
it.
good.
They weren't good at all.
Sorry, man. You're not audible. I don't know what to tell you.
Who is that?
It's
I'm running quick
but,
slants. I am running quick
Good for him.
slants.
They just weren't good at this game, man. They just weren't good at it. Like, oh man, that's brutal.
Who
Wow,
was
what an
it?
asshole.
No, I
You good at terminal cancer?
yeah, I gotta look
It's
it up.
JT Barrett.
Look
He
it
was
up.
thinking
JT
about.
Barrett.
Yeah.
No way.
No, JT. Well, I thought JT Barrett was a basketball.
Barrett got hurt. And this guy took over.
RJ Barrett is the basketball
Yeah,
player.
RJ Barrett. I'll have to
Anyway,
look it up.
There's too many.
I shouldn't have brought up Chris Bosh. Look at the tangent.
It's a great tangent, man. People listen to Bros on Nuggs for the tangents.
I'm seeing some comments.
So I got a question.
Sorry.
Popping up. Who's commenting?
I haven't been. Oh,
Where the fuck have you been, dude?
Oh,
Chris
now
Peterson?
he's there.
Now you're there. We invited you over to be live, bro. Who's Chris Peterson?
that's my homie. Our homie from high school.
You have a lot of homies, Dave.
Chris Peterson is our homie.
Did you used to roll with him? Roll home.
I used to mosh pit with him every week.
Yeah,
I believe that.
exactly.
That's awesome. I don't remember Chris Peterson.
Chris Peterson, I helped out at the high school once. Dude, Chris Peterson is the man, dude. That guy's awesome. He played baseball with us. Yeah.
Did he give you a concussion? Then I don't remember him.
Chris never gave us a concussion.
Did he ever play basketball with us back in the day?
No, he was a baseball player.
Thank
Chris,
you guys
are
for
you
putting
still
up with
here?
me.
Chris, if you're with us, please talk shit to my brother because he doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
Oh, whatever. I got Bebop and Rocksteady right here, man. They're ready to go.
Also,
We've
comment,
been on couch for
Chris,
6
on
months.
our Spanish class that we used to
Don't they?
flip pins in.
Did you have Senora Lisa?
Correct. Yeah.
She got hit in the head with a baseball bat for Pinata Day once.
Yeah, she got.
There was no more pinatas after that, and I was so sad.
No more
What type
pinatas
of
after that.
bat?
I don't know.
Like a
It doesn't
aluminum
matter, but like I remember it was like, oh, Senora Lisa does Pinata Day. I was like, that's sick. I was like, I'm about to get Senora Lisa next year for Spanish 3. She got hit in the head with a bat. There was no more Pinata Day, and I was like, that's so sad.
Chris, where do you live
What
these
pinata
days?
day?
Was there any more senior Lisa?
Yes.
Okay.
She walked around.
survived?
She walked to like my senior year. She's still around, man. I saw her. She actually works in the kitchen for Sanborn Western camps.
She does.
I saw her there. I'm like, hey, hola. And she stared at me like, I don't remember you. Like, well, because you got hit in the head with a baseball bat. That conversation did not happen. It happened in my mind. Is she on board?
No, Senora Lisa is
she's
not
not.
listening to us. The last person who listened.
Gracias.
I got one question. And back to the Nuggets. If you had a crystal ball and see 5 years in the future, are the Nuggets ever win a championship? In 5 years.
5 years, I think.
With
so.
our team.
Next year.
Let's say Gordon resigns.
Yeah. I think.
We have everybody coming back.
I think we do. I think we do have a window, a championship window, and unfortunately, injuries. It's not going to happen this year. I hate to
You
say
got 5
that.
years, though. I'm saying you have 5 years.
Oh yeah, I think within 3 within the window. We have a very small window. It's going to be tight, but I think we can do it, man. I really do. I really believe we can do that. If Murray comes back, okay, and we still have Gordon. Like if we can actually sign him, Jokic is obviously legit. We've got pieces, dude. We have the pieces. The problem
the
is
NBA going to let us do it?
nah, there's a lot of problems.
They're
to
not
that.
going to let us do it, man.
I think they should.
And, like, if you want to truly grow the NBA, I'm sorry. I'm a small market fan, but if you want to grow whatever market you're looking at, small markets winning championships grows the sport. The same teams winning over and over and over again gets boring.
I mean, I think, as much as these analysts try to take the MVP from Jokic, I think Jokic winning the MVP is the best thing for the NBA. Now you have another star, and he's almost like a Giannis in a way that he's on a small market team. Milwaukee's not a big team, and you just have someone else to market because you can't put the Lakers, you can't put the Clippers, all those teams on ESPN every time. You have to spread out. Now you have a star.
Big market
And
small market.
He attracts people who aren't built like LeBron or built like those massive people. He looks like an average person.
Yeah,
just giant.
That's
That
what I've
dude
been
was
told
considered-
multiple times.
He was considered obese at one point in his life, and now, before he was a teenager, he was considered obese, and now he's a MVP candidate. Yeah. And I'm like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, no.
He didn't make his own nickname. He didn't make up his own nickname. Have you seen his shoes? His shoes are awesome.
We have a great star. To Bradley's point.
With a little joker.
Mm-hmm.
We have a great star, man. And what's cool about it is I would assume people want to play with him because he doesn't care about himself. You know what I mean? He cares more about winning. Freaking awesome. Jeez, Will Davis.
He looks like
is standing too hard?
He's drunk. He's tired. What's that movie where they like took the dead guy around? Bernie's
Weekend at Bernie's. Yeah.
That's what he kind of looks like with that shit-eating grin on his face.
Shall we carry him somewhere?
No, I can't carry anybody anywhere.
I can.
I can do it.
I don't want no part of that shit.
Could carry Will somewhere.
No, you can't. He's falling asleep. Bye. You want to go to bed? Bye.
I'm not going to bed, dude.
Oh, I don't know. His wife kept him up, if you know what I'm saying.
What are you saying, Tim?
I don't know what I'm saying.
Are you implying that they had sex last night?
I am. Yes, I am. And I feel like it drained Will. I feel like it took like what Will. She was like, is there one way I control Will when he goes out with the guys? I'm going to have sex with him before he goes. Yeah,
so brings him back. Brings him back.
He's tired. Bam.
Will, have you ever had sex before?
He has 2 babies, dude.
Whoa. Oh, good point. Sorry.
He has 2 children.
I apologize. That's a given.
He knows the gene.
I just thought God created babies. I didn't know there was.
There are no such things as those magical storks.
Nope.
Nope. Boom. It either comes out one point.
I thought Kyle just blessed people and then they were allowed to have children. No.
That'd be awesome.
No, that's not how it works. No. Well, that's what I thought.
They would come out Ohio State fans.
Oh.
I don't even know.
Better than a Michigan fan.
Nice job, Kyle.
Better than a Texas fan.
I don't know, man. We're doing better than Michigan. Texas doing better than Michigan.
I don't know about that.
They are, dude. It was the last bowl game.
He was caught again.
He just said he thinks Michigan's doing better than Texas.
I don't know.
Texas ain't doing great. We're doing better than Michigan.
You know who's doing great?
Nebraska. And fuck them. No, I'm just
Why
kidding.
is Nebraska?
No.
See you guy here.
Yeah. Oh, dude, go Buffs. Actually,
fuck him up. Go see.
You have to be kind of pumped up about the progression of the program, right? At this point.
Oh yeah. I mean, not only to see you look like on the upward trajectory, but it's also we get to root against Michigan State now.
Yes.
And Mel Tucker and Michigan State.
Fuck Mel Tucker.
Screw Mel Tucker.
Like, fuck Mel Tucker.
Let it burn. Like
he was a coach for the Browns at one point.
Was he really?
How many games?
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Explains it all.
Right?
My dream job is to play for as a coach for the Michigan State.
No. But Darrell's doing a good job. He's recruiting good guys, first of all. He seems to be recruiting good dudes. And he's been in the league. He knows what he's doing. He's produced at the Pac-12 level. I'm pumped, man.
He's stone cold. Like, watching the games, like
have you watched any of the spring practice stuff?
Oh, I've not.
It's cool. It's cool to see it.
But we make like the dumbest play, like awful, and like you like it. The camera spans to him and emotionless. Like, we score a touchdown, emotionless. It's
he knows.
He is even keeled. And I always used to be like, I want a Bill Cowher. I want someone yelling in the face. And I've grown now to be like, no, like they know they messed up. They don't need to be yelled at. Like,
correct.
And like that's him. It's like, hey, like, get back out there. Like that's. He's great.
I'm all on board with that. In fact, I think he's better than Mel Tucker.
Yeah.
And in his coaching career as a head coach, he has more proven results than Mel Tucker.
Oh, yeah.
No, dude, I'm pumped about him. I'm pumped about Darrell. And CU, it's hard.
Fuck him up. Go
CU. Yeah, it's hard to get guys to CU, but I think he'll be able to get some California.
CU even represented. We won a game in the tourney this year.
We should have won 2, but
I think if we play again, we still probably lose. to
No.
Florida State, but
Fuck
it's
Florida
closer.
State.
We did not
Florida
play well.
State.
We did not play well.
Fuck Florida State.
Fuck Florida State, man. I mean,
Yeah,
come
no,
on.
Florida State sucks balls.
The 21st
Let me just put it out there.
The 21st century, we're all dropping Native American names. I mean,
Yeah, they shouldn't be the Seminoles anymore.
No.
Let's get
we're
it
the
right.
Buffaloes. It's fucking awesome.
Can they be the Florida State over
Florida
60,
State
the Florida State retirement community?
That'd be a great one.
Washington's
How's your
considering
cat?
staying the football team.
As they should. That's fine.
Oh no, change it.
To what?
The Generals.
This is what
Capitals.
they did to me at physical
Okay,
They're
then
in
go
DC.
back to
Just
What about the Bullets?
sure. And I don't know. The football team is
Now
like
imagine your ankle is
okay,
Yeah.
but it's like
Did they have it with a foot?
What about?
See, that's a good point. The Bullets was too
They have it with a
offensive.
shoe on.
It was.
no shoe, and they go.
Oh no, the Bullets was offensive because you had
And
Gilbert
then-
Arenas showing up in the locker room with a
Right.
gun loaded full of bullets.
you know, it's just-
Their feet are very
That's
warm.
why- That's why you had to change that name. If Gilbert Arenas had not
You like
done
the
that,
Zebras?
they'd still be the Bullets.
Speaking of which, didn't he score 50 points?
Just drinking some
He
milk.
sure did. Oh, he scored 50 points more than
Age
that.
of zero, baby.
He scored 50 points in a playoff game against the Cavs, a LeBron James Cavs team, if you remember.
He also
That's
pulled a gun on
They
somebody.
did. They did.
Can we get past the point where he pulls a gun on somebody? We're talking about Gilbert Arenas.
How about Kenyon Martin pulling guns on people?
Timeout. I heard an interview of Kenyon Martin 2 weeks ago. I really enjoyed it. And it makes me want to root for his son. Because they show like images of him like cheering on his son at a high school basketball game. And like as an opposing fan and or parent and or coach, I'm like, holy shit, look at that dude. Cheering for that man. I don't know. Kenyon Martin, he still got the
Yeah.
That dude. Tell him the Matt Miller story.
Oh,
Share him
we all know it already.
only Bradley knows.
Oh, Brad.
Okay.
And Matt Miller doesn't
I was like,
show
Bradley
up.
knows.
Matt Miller doesn't show up.
Matt won't show up.
No,
Poor Matt, dude.
No,
Poor
don't
guy.
poor
He's
Matt.
working today.
no, he's working today. We're gonna see pictures of him golfing on
Yeah,
Facebook.
exactly.
I'm working
I
today.
had a bad day at work
That's bad
today.
day. Yeah, oh, man. I love Matt Miller,
no,
but
Matt's
like that dude
definitely-
needs to tune in, man.
Well, no, maybe working is.
No, I'm working.
No, we all
I'm
have
always
our own.
working.
Don't be mad,
Are you
dude.
always working, dude?
Always.
Matt
dude.
Miller.
Are you
I'm
always
on-
working?
But that's the thing.
Always
He
crying.
gets mad.
Yeah.
You even have a segment where
I get mad.
You get-
Time out with
Tell that with
Timmy.
Timmy.
Are you mad at Matt? Don't
I'm
be
mad at Matt
Matt.
because he's not here.
Yeah, I get
Fucking
it.
Bradley Colbank shows up.
Okay, all right.
Kyle
Here it comes.
shows up. The worm doesn't show up. And I'm not mad at the worm.
He's Fort
I had
Collins.
to ask him why his nickname was the worm. So I didn't know him that well. But Matt
Big
fucking
worm.
Miller, Matt fucking Miller not showing up on Bros on Nuggs when we're downtown Denver.
It's okay, man.
No, it's
No, okay, man.
Not good.
No, it's just fine. He once tried to take me to the Village Inn, but they weren't serving pies, so we went home.
That sounds like a Matt Miller thing to do.
So I'm so bitter, and I wish he would have showed up to like overcome that pie story.
That really sounds like a Matt Miller thing.
You
to
were
do.
there for that, Dave.
Yeah, we're going to Village Inn.
We're
for
going to
pies.
Village Inn for pies. I slept on the floor of his house. And I mean, cuddled with one of his dogs. It was okay. I love puppies. I mean,
Yeah.
Matt Miller should be here.
Well, you know,
I like talking shit to Matt, even though he was so
he should
kind.
be here.
And he's so sweet. And he's a gentle human.
Is he?
I think he is. I mean, I don't know. You guys know him better than I do, but I think he's a very gentle
one
human.
time at camp we were playing floor hockey and he threw the puck at the back.
Right.
Did
No,
he also shove his finger up your butt? I mean, come on.
no.
You
Matt
can't.
Miller's not a gentle human
He
being.
threw a puck at your head?
Oh yeah,
Matt
straight.
did that?
Did he hit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, right.
I didn't even know where.
No, he was
No?
just pissed.
Did you hold him down and throw a puck at his balls? No. You did that for Ian Burke when I threw a basketball at his head.
Well, now we're
If you're
gonna.
not going to throw a puck at his balls, why are you throwing a basketball at my balls for being a little shitty brother?
Tim, first of all, you weren't a little shitty brother. You were just a little brother.
Nah, it was shitty.
And Matt Miller also overreacted in sometimes when it came to floor hockey.
Matt Miller overreacted for. Did he and Burke overreact?
You're right.
Yeah.
Matt is a gentle soul.
He's a gentle soul. I think Matt is a gentle soul.
Yeah, he is a gentle soul. Other than throwing a puck at his
Dr. Lucas says he's a gentle soul. Therefore, he's a gentle soul.
Well, I think there's a story of James like spilled something in the middle of the night. Just
he hit him in the face.
Him.
Yeah. We were going to Monarch. We were going to ski at Monarch 6th grade. You know how they paid for us to go ski at Monarch?
Yeah.
Which was freaking cool.
Yeah,
they all stayed at
my friends left me.
They all James, Matt stayed at my house, and then we made Rice Krispie treats.
We went to
and the Rice Krispie treats were gone in the middle of the night. And Matt
Matt ate all the fucking Rice Krispie treats?
No, Matt was pissed that they were all gone, and he was like,
"Did Mom make?"
He was like, "James, did you eat all the Rice Krispie treats?" And James said,
"My mom made
no." And Matt just punched James right in the face.
James had it coming, man.
No, he didn't. No,
Did he not? I don't know, man. Rice Krispie
James had it coming.
No, Rice Krispie treats are precious, dude.
He sure didn't have it coming.
Our mother made Rice Krispie treats.
It was just one of those bullying moments where Matt was in middle school.
Matt was a bully?
Yeah.
No.
Matt Miller in middle school.
Matt Miller was a bully. I'm sorry, guys.
Would you classify him as a bully?
No.
Well, I mean,
I gave him a
it all
card.
came out later in the
A moment of
freestyle
weakness.
raps
It sure did.
and the lyrics.
Yeah.
And that was his outlet.
It was.
I gave him a card for graduation saying you're like a second brother to me, but he was a bully?
Not
But
No.
he was really a bully. I take that graduation from high school card back
I mean,
and I say, fuck you, Matt Miller.
all of us were bullies if we all
Matt
made
bullied
fun
me.
of Kyle and
No.
James.
Matt and Kyle were the nicest of all your friends.
I'm just, what's coming out here?
I don't know. I know you used to talk bad shit to this dude. And he was like, whatever, dude. Fuck you. And that's what he was like. I don't know.
Okay, Matt was a little bit of a bully in middle
Matt
school.
was a bully.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad. I don't want to
That's
hear
so
that. I
sad.
don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that, man. I loved Matt Miller back in the day. He was a bully?
I don't know. Like, there was a weird, it's middle school, dude.
It
What
was
do you
middle
do?
school. Oh, what are you going to do? You're going to play spin the bottle under the desks when the teachers aren't watching? That's fucking middle school.
Okay, you want a Matt Miller story?
Yes.
All right.
A positive.
God damn it.
I want
Why
a
is Matt
positive.
not here?
Because he can't.
listening
to this, like, oh,
God.
I want a Matt Miller positive story.
8th grade, I was so in love with Jesse Largent. Just
Oh.
I was like,
There's a lot of people who love
infatuated.
Jesse Largent.
I was like, oh god, Jesse Largent is like the most beautiful. Matt and I
She
invited.
was very sexy. I'm not backing up on that, man. She was very sexy.
Okay, Tim. So,
Wasn't on camera, man.
Okay.
all right, buddy. So Matt and I invite Jesse out, which is weird to begin with, out to the camp. Which I don't know
What
how
was your
Jesse's
plan?
parents agreed to
What was
this.
your plan?
But anyway, I was like, this is a great opportunity for me to get close to Jesse. And Matt goes, no, man, we're playing 7 Minutes in Heaven, dude, in your closet. And I was like, no, you're not. No, I got Jesse out here. You didn't. I got her out here. You sure didn't. And they went to my closet, which was probably filled with mouse poo. But they went to my closet, made out for 7 minutes. I was like, this is bullshit, dude. I got Jesse here. I got her here. And Matt just capitalized on it. I was so pissed.
Why did you let Matt capitalize on that, man?
Good point. I'm a pussy.
Why
Sorry.
Matt,
Yeah, you're
fuck
right.
you,
Yeah,
man.
you're right. Sorry.
What are you
Yeah.
doing?
No, it's my bad. You're right. And
See, you guys tell me these stories about Matt Miller, but I picture this very gentle soul who just loves everybody.
he is a gentle soul.
He's a gentle soul. He takes care of you when you stay at his house. He goes, hey, Tim, your brother's passed out in the front yard. Let's go get him. And I go, okay, let's go.
No. Matt Miller's amazing. I'm just saying, I wish he was here right now. And it's okay.
Well, that's why I'm talking shit about Matt.
You're right. We should talk more shit.
He's not here to defend himself.
There was one time.
The fuck what?
Last Matt Miller shit talk series. This is it.
Will's falling
And then we're
asleep.
getting back to the Nuggets.
Yes, then we'll get back to the
This
Nuggets.
is one of the classic tangents that never ends.
Matt Miller, it was like a
One
Thanks,
fan.
Chris Bosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chris. Can
it was a
you
snow
tell who
day.
your fan is? No, my hamstrings are really tight.
It was a snow day. And I show up to Matt's house. This
I'm
is
so
8th
high.
grade, probably.
I'm ashamed.
Snow day, and I'm bundled up. And Matt's bundled up. It's a snow day. We're
Did
like,
you have a starter jacket?
Yeah, of course.
Nuggets jacket?
Yeah,
or
with
the
like
Broncos?
big gloves.
Was it the Nuggets or the Broncos?
Texas Longhorns.
And I
We
show
never
up.
had a Longhorn.
I show up to Matt's house, and
Never
Matt
had that one.
and
You know
Ian
what I did
Burke.
earlier?
What did you do earlier?
No, it's cool.
No,
Let him tell the story to the
I was
audience.
looking for my Jalen Rose autograph card. I was going to bring it to you guys, but I couldn't find it.
Why would you bring it to us?
We
So
love
Celebrate
it.
the Nuggets. And give it
Okay.
to one of you.
No, that's not necessary.
It is
Just
necessary.
sitting on
now.
the
I
Sure, I'll take it.
appreciate the offer.
Yeah, I was going to give it to Tim.
Who's gonna give it to me?
Oh man. Okay, so I show up at Matt's house. It's
Come
a
on,
snow
boys,
day.
you know
It's a
you
snow day, and it's
Oh,
Ian
very,
Burke,
very, very rich hand.
Ian Burke and Matt Miller, and they're on the balcony of Matt's house, and they start the minute I get out of my mom's car, they start just pelting me with snowballs, and I'm like, no,
This is high school?
no, this is middle school, which is the worst, by the way.
My middle school was awesome.
Oh, my middle school sucked.
Well, you lost your best friends, you made new friends.
Yeah. So they're pegging me with snowballs, and I'm like, no, guys, no, let's go. Let's do this. I'm like, and I actually fought Travis, if you remember, in middle school as well.
Santa?
Yes, Travis Hanna. Because he did the same sort of shit, like just would peg you and peg you and peg you until you like had to like be like, I'm gonna react. Matt and Ian did that to me. But it was funny because we're all padded up in like super big coats and like winter gloves.
That guy.
So you're not gonna like, there's no damage done. It's just like these people swinging these giant like gloves. I don't know. It was a weak ass fight, is what I was saying. It was a weak ass fight. But I think I won. No, I didn't.
Dave,
I did it.
Dave, you're here telling the story, which means you won.
No.
Oh, did my dog do something? No, he's sitting in Schmidt's lap. That's good. I got a 100-pound bloodhound, and I like to think he's a good dog. And he is a good dog, but he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand personal boundaries.
Yeah.
He's a black dog.
Yes,
Yeah. Except he's like
Yes.
120 pounds.
he's a yes, and he rules. And if yes, but I have a picture of him sitting in my friend's lap, very happy.
Very happy.
He's very, 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 very happy.
We gotta go
yeah,
lower.
it's-
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. He's a bloodhound, and he's very beautiful. Look one up. Here.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
All right. Odds that we beat the Rockets tonight.
Oh,
100%.
100%.
Yes. 100%. What do you think, Kyle? Are you
We're going everywhere.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
I was going to ask you guys, did you pick this game on purpose because you knew it would be a good
No, we picked it because
Availability.
No.
my wife's out of town.
Root for the spread.
Didn't think.
Are you betting?
What is the spread?
Oh, yeah, of course. 14. 14.
Ooh.
Hey, we beat
I
them.
would-
I
Hey,
We all go.
No, just hey,
None of us are sold on the spread.
I'm just saying, we beat them by like 30 a couple days ago. Everyone is out for them.
They're obvious. Yeah. This adds up to a game where we don't.
I'm
What?
just saying,
I got to get going.
root for the spread.
Okay.
Chips on
And
the
no,
chip.
if it's not
They're
14,
like fake
I'll
Pringles.
be a little
They're by fake
sad.
Pringles, though.
Me too.
They're
It
good.
should be 14, but it's
Let
not
me
going
take
to.
it.
It's gonna be like 8
I'll
or
take
9.
it now.
Yep.
What are you going to do?
So I should bet against this.
Not
You should.
Yeah.
It's mine.
Yeah.
It's mine.
Sorry, you should.
Well, I still can do it.
Oh, good.
It's legal in Colorado.
You're right.
Call him a chicken
You need to
fucker.
switch that bet up.
For me, I won't. Say Tim calls you a chicken fucker. Deal.
You chicken fucker.
That's my message to Matt.
My message to Matt is just a big hug, and Danielle, just big hugs.
No, I love
Just love.
Danielle.
I should
Big
probably
hug.
get going now here.
Matt Miller gets a
I
chicken
got
fucker.
you. Yeah. And Will you really embrace them as if I embraced you?
Would you
Yes,
call
he
Matt
will.
and she can
You told him.
And I'll grunt like Will do.
Yeah. Oh,
If anybody's gonna do it right,
Matt!
Kyle's gonna do it
I love you.
Yeah, like
Miss you.
right. Call Matt a chicken fucker for me and get Danielle.
Mr. Musk.
Mr.
Mr. Wait, smell.
This is a classic episode of Bros on Nuggs.
Yeah,
It's a good one.
Yeah.
We're gonna win tonight, and if we don't, we'll be really pissed off.
Are you gonna take the 14? Are you gonna go under?
I mean, I still I have the 14 currently. I'm gonna have to
We
pay
gotta
it
do
now.
it, dude.
Hey,
You
Dan.
got a 6:15
The
reservation
last time
at
I went to a Nuggets game was your
the
birthday
Rio,
that
bro.
year,
Yeah,
when we went to Shotgun
Is it?
Brewery.
Tim, is it 6:30 or 6:15?
that was a shit show.
Yeah, 6:15.
We gotta
Yeah, it was.
move, dude.
We gotta
Was
move.
Steve Hackford?
Yeah, it's 5:45.
Yeah,
He's
I
the
know.
one who made us.
We're good.
Yeah.
Not me.
Rue's right there.
He lives in Woodland Park, man.
He's part of the. He's part of.
Okay, everyone, good night. Great game. We're gonna do this. I love you guys.